This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Record. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. But the last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders and lottery winners and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific, and none of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp before the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself, to a quiet planet, a barren sphere. Just Gaia and her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
I'm thinking about it a little bit, because Hades was made in case of heavy environmental disasters occur, like in case the terraforming didn't go as planned, so he can slow down Gaia, shell it, and reset the Earth with all its inhabitants, so Gaia could try again. But like I said before, we don't, or I don't know what really tripped the wire. You know, what it was that Hades interpreted as too dangerous for human life or for the society that should reoccur, that he started to do his thing. I'm slowly re-remembering the holographic, and Gaia said there was some sort of glitch, but was it a glitch really? You know? Why does Gaia not wanna be reset before Hades is switched off? Yeah, because what the researcher just now said is very true. Yeah, Gaia definitely became lonely, and it's a question if loneliness didn't drove her insane, because when she was constructed, everyone had it on their minds that she is a robot and an AI that would work no matter what. But they gave her conscience, and that was probably the mistake. of sorts, because it's something Hades could not calculate. He would go off numbers, probably. Well, what's this?
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Paik I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's locks are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given the chance. 2 hours since I signed off on the final executables, and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
And this is it. When I be precise in what I'm saying, I have not rewatched the beginning of this game. It's still planned, but I will only do it when we are done here. But that is what I thought in the first cave. They were all depressed because there was no hope, there was no future, something was running out, and I back then didn't know what it was, but it was, well, it was hope. And how can you guess that it was hope, you know? And everything in this facility was manufactured to drain hope from you right from the start. The first hologram of the general and the follow-uppings. That's why I got so irritated when every holograph I came by was so energetic, so positive and motivational about the certain work they were doing down here. Like, humans function best if they have a purpose in mind, a target to accomplish. But how can they realize the target? Realize it, see it in their head when all hope got drained from them. And sure, it could have been strategically thought through, and there's something in the psychological process I cannot see because it was spoken in words and not in a document. Because I can see a reality where they basically reprogrammed, in quotation marks, their staff. The first step was draining hope and seeing and making them hope for the future they themselves cannot have. They are creating something for a date they never can reach. So, but like we could just hear in his recording, also in hers back then, in Cheng's, how can they suddenly be so down after only a few days? Someone that would get crushed by the weight of reality in such a short time. I cannot believe that someone like this could create something even resembling Zero Dawn. Or could bring up the motivation to create it. Yeah. Strongly irritating.